Everything that should be is what it must always be as it is. The order of the systems of reality and of existence itself must be maintained. Existence is not as a domesticated animal, docile and tame, behaving as it should. Rather, existence is as a violent and deadly wild animal that must be steered along that path. The path of civility, the path that prevents a misplaced supernova, feeds a lost traveler, or heats stars that give warmth to the inhabitants of each world. Yet there is no light without the dark of things, as with the continuation of life. The destruction of some has forever, from eons, been predestined to occur. It must be allowed to happen. For the continued existence of the many, one must turn away and close off their ears to the horrific screams of those at the end of their timelines. We did not choose our tasks. It was what was always intended to be ours. The past, the present, and the future is ours to see from here to the smallest corners of the collective realms. I can see into the mind of a being, to see his deepest thoughts, his dreams, and his darkest fears. The burdens of the Greftkind can be too much to bear. It gets into your mind and circles around and around. That innocent girl, that little baby boy, their smiles, their hopes, and their dreams. Oh, how it hurts to see what they wanted to be when they grow up. To cure diseases, to teach children, to become a police officer. However, their timelines ended at just 5 years old. By the laws of the Council of Peers, we cannot intervene if the end is definite. No matter how much we want to save them, the balance of existence is paramount. Without it, none can live. Oh, the wail and travail of a woman in the grief of the loss of her own. See the people walk and go. Talk they will, try they might, but their end will not take flight. You may want to do what is right, right as in wrong, for all may bear the unknown. To save one, maybe two, it may not end. For to save one could lead to a catastrophe. Fractures in the time streams are a detriment to the kinds of all realms. There must be a way, alas, I know it not. Our grief of knowledge and deep sight is what we fear. Thus, therefore, this song we recite in all systems. Are we not better? I am the recorder of the realms. It is to me to record the history of the realms, so that some may see the importance of our work. I am called Moxley of the Greftkind, the first son of Injaf, the elder, in the house of Elpri and the order of Renkoff the Magnanimous, my grandfather. He is the rightful High Chancellor. He was forcefully removed from his post by the insurrectionists led by Chancellor S. All of those in the chamber that did not pledge loyalty to him was destroyed or imprisoned. The Greftkind maintain the order of the realms. Its integrity is crucial. We protect the entire time stream, be it in the past, the present, and the future. The future has not yet happened, but at the same time, it is also ongoing. There are 14 known realms, each 20 years more advanced than the previous realm. According to my own records, here are the most notable kinds of the realms. The 8th realm is the last realm in which human-like kind can be found. These are the main kinds that hold a strong place in our realms. They must all exist, as they all are important to the working of the realms. Humankind. These beings live in the earths of the first three realms. They are plagued with misfortunes and self-inflicted damages on the future of the offspring. They have produced wonderful things of science and recreation. They have also created the hybrids of hope. These are my words, yet my own, no. Although there are three parallel earths, they share very little in the way of historical events. Some things, however, are similar, but it has been our efforts to create and maintain separate and unequal time streams. There may be those with the power to cross the realms with the foreknowledge with the intent of financial benefit. First realm humankind is from the first realm Earth, which is the standard Earth, which is best known of all the Earths of humankind. The world wars, the famine, and the degradations. This stream of humankind is reprehensible, although not void of redemption. Second realm humankind. The second realm humankind lives within the second realm, and it is also called the twin realm, as it is exactly as the first realm with respect to appearances. The second realm, Earth, has been abandoned. Its humankind fled to the stars with our help. It was predestined within their time stream that they would escape the meteor rain and to turn the tide of an intergalactic war. With this branch of humankind lives the girl, the Cairnkind hybrid, Jana Welch, and her mother, Nof True, of noble Cairnkind heritage. They will win the war for humankind and her allies. We visited her father, Stephen Welch, with a nightmare of despair, a vision of change and death in the future. So important it was to save this humankind, and according to the laws of the Council of Peers, we manipulated all to make their escape possible. The technology, the visions of the blueprints, the metal composites, and the method of reaction for the propulsion systems were all given to them. The theory of quantum jump came to them as if it were their own. As time drew nigh, we held back the rocks of fire until their transgalactic ships were away. Their journey will last for more than exactly 250 second realm Earth years, without much of a progression in age. Third realm humankind. The third realm is where I was posted with my fellow Greftkind, Coakley, the male, and Bexley, the female. Third realm humankind is the most advanced of the kind, as they live 40 years ahead of the first realm. This Earth is currently under the protection of the Interplanetary Defense Force, more commonly known as the Blanket. They are led by a man known as Dominic, a male of the Cairnkind. They have also activated an unknown being with extraordinary natural ability. It is unclear of his origin, no, as one of humankind has ever had those abilities at such a high level. His time stream is unclear, as if it were shrouded from my sight. He will remain under observation. Despite what may be believed, only a small amount of events are similar across the three realms. We have made sure that none can gain a financial benefit from the twin realms. However, I have found a problem that goes against our laws. I am seated here within the corridors of the Council of Peers to report to their inquiry into the breach of our laws. When I returned from the walk of the realms, I could not find my colleagues anywhere. I couldn't see them at all. Neither the past, neither the present, no, neither the future. I have looked for years for Bexley and cannot find her. We can hide ourselves from the deep sight of the Greftkind, but never for such a long time. Coakley, however, was found in the 1930s, benefiting from his deep sight. The Moxkind and the Mopkind of the second realm. They are a sister species, the former of the 10th galaxy and the latter of the 8th galaxy, have been locked in 1,000 years' war. These shaped transfigurers are known for high levels of intelligence and creating the ultimate hand weapon, the Jube Got blades. We have allowed the second realm, humankind, to be pulled into this endless conflict for the purposes to be later disclosed. The fourth realm, the Cankind. The natural abilities of these beings is decided based on gender. Male Cankind possesses an outstanding scientific ability. Nothing can be withheld from them that science cannot bring to them. To them, all things are possible through science. The female Cankind has a natural ability that is completely opposite. Some might call it cosmic magic and brand them witches. Others might say that they are seeing a product of telekinesis. They all can be right and wrong simultaneously. It is very common for them to cross into the inner realms to start a new, understated life, to start a family with a humankind, man or woman. Their offspring always develops the trait of their Cankind parents. These of noble blood tend to have higher levels of natural abilities than those that are not. They have also discovered, when faced with the threat of the Grell in the first realm Earth of the 19th century, the Glintstone greatly increased their abilities. The bigger the black pearl, the more power they can present. The moccasin is the most powerful that we have seen. The fifth realm, the Greftkind. We are the watchers of the realms. We observe and we maintain the realms. We do not interfere with the natural progression of time and existence. Our deep sight allows us to see the past, the present, and the future all at once. No one can match our power, as we are above all the known kinds. Our laws are the only thing that limits the use of our power. The eighth realm, the Nth kind. Here we can find the Nth kind, who reside in the planet Enith, in the 10th system of Brathcorium. This society was built by third realm humankind in the third realm Earth, 68th century. And they began the expedition of time, which landed them on Enith in the 8th realm, 38th century. They soon developed a plan for a society. It was divided into an upper and lower society, and a clear separation between the two. The upper society was made up of aristocrats, the doctors, of lawyers, and actors, and other professionals. And to ensure the safety and the long existence of their bloodlines, they all submitted to the government program to harvest some of their cells, to genetically engineer the armies of Enith. These nations became the lower society, super soldiers without fear, and were not allowed to consort with any of the upper society. So too are the laborers that were engineered for the lower society to clean and maintain Enith, all of which for the glory of the Anetian Empire. The 10th realm, the Greftkind. The Glimp live in the 12 lunar colonies within the belt of Yapth. Those moons are the size of planets as they orbit Trilorium, the largest planet in the realm. It is faced by 3 stars, 2 to warm it up, and a single cold star to regulate the heat of the other 2. The Glimp own many mines that contain many precious minerals that drive propulsion systems, that cure diseases, that build houses, and those that destroy entire worlds. For this reason, they have one of the most advanced defense forces of all the realms. This is as especially important as they have received word that their most valuable mineral will be the target of an impending raid. It is the Glintstone. It is noted for its ability to amplify the natural abilities of those who wear one by as much as 100 times more. The bigger the stone, the bigger the boost. Smaller fragments have been known to provide at least 10 times the boost of ability. The Greftkind king, Aurelius Gamp, was gifted with 3 tons of Glintstone to share amongst his nobility. It is also known that the Greftkind has 3 stones in their possession. It goes to reason that the Greftkind will attack to seize this mine to grant themselves the ability to conquer the realms, although this future is completely hidden from my deep sight. The 12th realm, the Greftkind. It is said that the Greftkind can enter the dreams of the young and torture them night upon night. As a result, they are known as the Nightmare kind, as some refuse to mention them by name. Long ago, in a very distant time, the Vash were a very noble and peace-loving kind. Although they knew no fear, they were fair and helpful to all others. They were our partners in peace by balance, as they would intervene where our laws restrained. They were the kind times of the realms. However, with the mysterious death of their leader, their Strandfather, the dark times came. His sons took charge, splitting the 7 kingdoms of the 7 systems. Senthroth, the older, in the north, and Edbar, the younger, in the south. Edbar grew jealous of the success of his older brother, the constant growth in wealth, a family, and had the love of his subjects and the armies that made him famous. The younger could have tried to reshape his kingdoms to rival his brother's accomplishments. However, he spoke only one language, and that was the language of war. No army that he has faced could withstand his wraths. And after the bloody conquest of his brother's kingdoms and other possessions, he imprisoned his brother in the frozen lands. I am certain that Edbar is in league with S. He has been warned before of the activities of the Vash that violate our laws, for if they willed, they could conquer every realm. They could very well be putting themselves into the position to do so. However, none of us can see if they are. Our deep sight is being hindered. Their natural abilities include time-shifting, morphing, and high strength and dexterity. For some time now, Greftkind spies have been leaking into all of the realms. They observe and steal, they raid and they advise militarily. They have been sold their latest tech armor to second realm Greftkind in the 10th galaxy. These Moth are locked in an intergalactic war against their sister species, the Greftkind, from the 8th galaxy. The Moth are the allies of the second realm humankind. Jana, the hybrid kind, is amongst them. I am in no doubt that this war is very important in the mind of now Grand High Chancellor S. These are the most known and most important kinds of the realms, but it is still unclear if all are in a collision course for war, a war that would span all 14 realms and change the delicate balance of peace that has been part of the realms for such a long time.